The following is a production of the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network. Ottumwa Bulldog basketball is on the air here on your news and information leader, 1240 AM and 102.7 FM KBIZ. Our coverage of Bulldog basketball is made possible thanks to these sponsors. Mark and the team at Champion Bowl in Ottumwa. By Cole Palace Cafe and Books. By Community First Credit Union. By Shannon and the team at Dixon's Floors and More. By Family First Chiropractic. By Lisco of Fairfield. By Josh, Brenda, and the team at Meridian Credit Union, where it feels like home. By Mike's Pizza and Steakhouse. By Ottumwa Community Schools, where we engage, educate, and empower every student every day. By Ottumwa Regional Health Center. By Dr. Dwayne Petrito and the team at Petrito Orthodontics in Ottumwa and Oskaloosa. By River Community Credit Union, where everybody knows your name. By River Hills Community Health Center. By Slayton Polaris. And by Sonic Drive-In, North 63 in Ottumwa. Now, let's get you to the court with the voice of your Ottumwa Bulldogs, Jason Van Arkel.
Ottumwa High basketball is on the air. Good evening, everybody, from the home of the Bulldogs, Evans Middle School. Jason Van Arkel with you tonight. Annie Argo is our on-site video producer. Brandon Drew, the radio producer, back at the KBIZ studios. Our first home broadcast of 2021. The Ottumwa boys haven't played here yet since the calendar turned to January. The girls have only played here once. The boys were on the road that night, so it's good to finally be back home as your Bulldogs get ready to take on the Marshalltown Bobcats. Getting set for our girls game tonight. It is senior night for the girls tonight. No, it's not their final home game of the season. Obviously, in this strange 2021 campaign where COVID-19 is an ever-present threat to shut down games if things get too bad. The Ottumwa girls deciding to honor their senior players tonight. It's a good night for it. The attendance restrictions have been loosened somewhat. We'll have a few more fans in attendance here tonight, and the 5 Bulldog seniors will all start tonight as they look for their 4th win in a row. So we'll see Isabel Mellon, Zoe Jones, Chloe Schneckloth, Ann Guest, and Josie Lemons all in the starting lineup tonight. Bulldogs coming at 3-6. They're 2-1 in the CIML Metro Conference, stepping out of Metro play tonight. And as we've mentioned, Ottumwa, after starting 0-6, has won 3 in a row. The last time out, last Tuesday on the road at Des Moines East, Bulldogs easily ran away from the Scarlets 53-18. Chloe Schneckloth had a career-high 20 points in that game, hit 6 three-pointers. The Bulldogs forced 36 Scarlet turnovers in that game. And we kind of talked about this last week, but as you look ahead for Ottumwa, the schedule continues to be favorable for the Bulldogs to rack up some more wins. Obviously, Marshalltown tonight has struggled this season. Ottumwa will play Des Moines Hoover on Friday on the road. That's a team the only team that Marshalltown has beaten is Des Moines Hoover. By the way, the rematch with Des Moines East has been moved from January 23rd, from this Saturday, all the way to February 13th. So we will not have a broadcast on Saturday. Next Monday, hosting a Washington team that has struggled this season. Next Tuesday is going to be a lot tougher, taking on a top 5 team on the road in Waukee. Then we get the rematch with Des Moines North on January 29th to end January. Into February, we finally see Roosevelt for the first time on February 1st. Second game with Des Moines Lincoln, February 5th. Rematch with Mount Pleasant, February 8th for the girls. Second game with Des Moines Roosevelt, February 12th and February 13th, wrapping up the regular season at home versus Des Moines East. So certainly some more winnable games in there for Ottumwa as they try to put together what might turn out to be a fairly decent season in a rebuilding year. Starting out 0-6 was tough, but Ottumwa really has things going in the right direction. Marshalltown, 1-10. They're 1-4 in the CIMO Iowa Conference. They had lost 29 games in a row dating back to last season until they beat Hoover by a point Saturday, 42-41. But then Marshalltown turned around last night and lost to Lincoln 32-28. Brian Murphy is their head coach. He's in his 2nd season. An overall record of 4-30. He came to Marshalltown last year after 2 years with Meskwaki Settlement, where he had a respectable 24-19 record in 2 years. Marshalltown had 3 wins last year, and then they graduated 4 of their top 5 scorers, so they've really had to reset. They're only averaging 20 points a game, but a lot of that has to do with who they've played. Dowling, Ames, Ankeny Centennial, Ankeny, Waterloo East, Grinnell. A lot of ranked teams on the Marshalltown schedule, and it shows. They hardly ever shoot a three-pointer. That's a bit of hyperbole, but they've only had 84 three-point attempts in their first 10 games. And they don't normally shoot the ball well, but they did shoot 56% in the win over Hoover before scoring only 28 points when they lost to Lincoln. Marshalltown has also had players in and out of the lineup. Only 4 players have appeared in every game for them so far this season. And they're really missing some players who had some key games early, like Paige Wurzberger, a 5'9" junior, had a double-double in their opener, 11 points, 10 rebounds. She has not played since, and that's just one example of players missing time. So Marshalltown's really had to piece it together this year in what's a tough year for teams anyway, and Ottumwa hoping to take advantage of that tonight and pick up win number 4 on the season. Still plenty to come in our pregame show. We will take a 3-minute timeout and come back with the starting lineups. That's coming your way next on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
It's time to choose the credit union with a new perspective. At Meridian Credit Union, we don't just see member profiles. We see people with goals, people who want to save more, people that we can help. That's why we offer financial services convenient to you, great loan rates, online banking with bill pay, mobile banking, and credit cards. Join the many satisfied Meridian members today. See how our perspective can help you.
Meridian Credit Union, where it feels like home.
Whether you are a player, cheerleader, or coach, your friends at Petrita Orthodontics are cheering for you. We are proud of the students in our area and are happy to support them in their school activities. We want to see you smile on and off the field. If you or your child are in need of orthodontic care, call us for a free no-obligation appointment. We have many different options available to help your child's bite and smile. Call us today at Petrita Orthodontics in Ottumwa and Oskaloosa. We look forward to making you smile.
Keeping you, your families, and your businesses connected in these challenging times is now more important than ever. We here at Lisco are dedicated to continue providing the same local customer service we have over the years. Both your business and home internet and phone service is Lisco's priority. Lisco, your local communications provider. Call me, Megan Daly, at 641-209-5400, 641-209-5400, or visit online at www.lisco.com.
Hi, I'm Rick Johnson, CEO of River Hills Community Health Center, where we've been growing healthy communities for the past 20 years in Ottumwa, Centerville, Richland, and Sigourney.
We recently made some modifications, but we are now back to normal with safety and precaution in mind. All of our clinic locations are open and have returned to regular hours. Appointments are being accepted in all clinics, so call for your appointment today. Remember, River Hills Community Health Center. Diversified services, exceptional health care.
At See First, we believe our members deserve financial solutions unlike any other, where the people make you feel appreciated, where you can find the right tools and products at the right price, where high-tech solutions provide serious convenience, not frustration, and where members are so happy they tell their friends. Thank you, See First members. Together really is better.
Wondering what to have for lunch or supper? Stop in and see Mike and his team at Mike's Pizza and Steakhouse. Whether you want amazing Greek food, pasta, salads, sandwiches, fish, chicken, steak, or the best pizza in town, they have what you want. They are always open for carryout, and their full menu is available at Mike'sPizzaSteakhouse.com. Thank you, Southern Iowa, for making Mike's Pizza and Steakhouse your favorite restaurant and your favorite pizza place. Proud to support the Ottumwa Bulldogs.
Opa!
You're watching Bulldog Basketball on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
Ottumwa High basketball back home on a Tuesday night. Bulldog girls and boys taking on Marshalltown in CIML action. Let's look at the tail of the tape in our girls game tonight. Marshalltown, as we mentioned earlier in the pregame show, averaging just over 20 points a game. They pull down about 19.5 rebounds per game, and they only dish out 3.3 assists per contest. They're turning it over 26 times a game. They've only shot 24% on the season, only 13% from three-point range, and they don't shoot very many threes, and they're 54% from the free throw line. Ottumwa's stats were not much better than that through the first 6 games, but they've been getting better. Bulldogs averaging over 37.5 points per game. They pull down 28 rebounds a game, 9.7 assists per game, nearly 10 assists per game. That's a stat that's been rising. They turn it over 19.5 times a game. They've gotten that average under 20. That's a step in the right direction. Still shooting just 27% as a team. The three-point average is up to 23%. And the Bulldogs have shot a fairly respectable 60% at the free throw line. Looking at the starting lineup, have not been given Marshalltown's starting lineup yet. We're projecting it, and again, they've had a lot of players in and out of the lineup, so sometimes it's a guess. However, we'll take a stab at it here. In the backcourt, 5'6" junior Rachel Smith averaging 3.1 points per game. Their leading scorer is 5'7" junior Lily Roberts, 7.8 points per game. Third guard, 5'7" freshman Sarah Huffman, 3.4 points per game. And then up front, 5'9" junior Sophie Yunkin, averaging 5 points a game. Although she's only played in half the game, she did play this week already. And 5'10" junior Kaylin Smith, averaging 2.5 points, 2.5 rebounds a game. So that is the projected starting 5 for Marshalltown and their head coach Brian Murphy. As for Joe Vandenberg's Bulldogs, senior night, he's starting all 5 of his seniors. In the backcourt, 5'8" senior Chloe Schneckloff has that average up to 7 points a game. 5'5" senior Isabel Mellon, 3 points a game. 5'7" senior Zoe Jones, 2.6 points per contest. Up front, 5'7" senior Josie Lemons, 2 points a game. And the Bulldogs' leading scorer, 5'11" senior Ann Guest, 10.2 points and 4.6 rebounds per contest. Of course, as we get into the flow of the game, we'll see Olivia Coram off the bench. She normally starts. We'll see Addison Ransom off the bench. She normally starts. But OHS having senior night tonight. There are more home games before the season ends, but they want to make sure they get their seniors honored on the court this year on a night when it's a good night to do it. And talking about those upcoming home games, as we mentioned, at home next Monday to take on Washington. A week from Friday at home to face Des Moines North. The Friday after that, at home to face Des Moines Lincoln. The Monday after that, at home, the girls are to face Mount Pleasant. That game won't be on the air. We'll have the boys at Mount Pleasant that night. And then Friday, February 12th, at home to face Des Moines Roosevelt. Saturday the 13th at home to face Des Moines East. So a lot of home games. We've been on the road a lot this month. We talked about get a chance to wrap it up with mostly home games before we get into postseason play. And we're not too far away now from those regional brackets being announced in girls basketball. Not exactly sure when those will come out yet, but as soon as they are out, we'll get it posted all over the social media. We'll talk about it on the air at the following game, and the Bulldogs will get ready for postseason play. I would say it's fairly likely that they'll have a first-round regional game on a Wednesday. Trying to think of what date that would be. It's usually the Wednesday before state wrestling. So I think we're talking February 18th. No, February 17th, pardon me. February 17th is the Wednesday of that week. That would likely be the Ottumwa girls' first round Class 5A regional playoff game. So when those pairings come out, we'll look at the matchup and see what Ottumwa's chances are of getting another playoff win this season after they went 1-1 in postseason play a year ago. Teams are just wrapping up warm-ups and heading back to the benches to get ready for the pregame introductions. Marshalltown has navy road jerseys with red trim on the collar, white lettering, Bobcats on the front. The numbers are simply a white outline on that navy jersey. That's not the most fun to try to read if you're an announcer sitting up in the balcony. And Marshalltown has white and red chevrons in a pattern down the sides of the navy jerseys and the navy shorts. Ottumwa in the home white jerseys, red trim on the collar, red lettering Bulldogs across the front, red numbers trimmed in silver front and back, and red and silver striping down the sides of the white jerseys and the white shorts. As we mentioned, a few more fans in attendance tonight. We've got something resembling a dog pound, a student section over there, although it is mostly the boys basketball team who will depart right around halftime to get ready for their game tonight. But it's good to see a few more faces, some familiar faces, especially here at Evans Middle School tonight, and hopefully it's a trend that can continue, and OHS can continue to allow more and more fans in as this season goes along. More fans getting their first look at the new scoreboards here at Evans Middle School, including the scoreboard to my left as I look at it here that has all the players and their points and fouls listed. That's a feature I was very happy to see Ottumwa put in this year. And Marshalltown double checking their starters here. And it does appear that they're starting the 5 that I had projected they would start. So now we're ready for the national anthem. Let's make it a 2-minute timeout, and we'll return with the opening tip. Bulldog basketball comes your way next on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
At Dixon's Floors & More, we don't mind being different, as long as the difference is better. With hundreds of brands to choose from, including the largest manufacturers in the industry, we transform the volume of products we carry into lower prices for you. Don't start your project without starting at Dixon's Floors & More.
Mention you saw this video and receive 5% off your entire purchase at Dixon's Floors & More in Ottumwa.
Keeping you, your families, and your businesses connected in these challenging times is now more important than ever. We here at Lisco are dedicated to continue providing the same local customer service we have over the years. Both your business and home internet and phone service is Lisco's priority. Lisco, your local communications provider. Call me, Megan Daly, at 641-209-5400, 641-209-5400, or visit online at www.lisco.com.
River Community Credit Union is different from other financial institutions. From the safety of your money to who actually owns a credit union. A credit union is a democratic member-owned cooperative. When you join a credit union, you're more than a member. You're an owner, which means you have a say in how your credit union is run. They provide the same products and services as other financial institutions, but are not-for-profit and exist to help people, not to make a profit.
River Community Credit Union, where everybody knows your name.
It's time to choose the credit union with a new perspective. At Meridian Credit Union, we don't just see member profiles. We see people. People with goals. People who want to save more. People that we can help. That's why we offer financial services convenient to you. Great loan rates, online banking with bill pay, mobile banking, and credit cards. Join the many satisfied Meridian members today. See how our perspective can help you.
Meridian Credit Union, where it feels like home.
You're watching Bulldog basketball on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
Ottumwa High basketball, 1240 AM, 102.7 FM KBIZ, the live video stream at ottumwaradio.com. Good evening once again, everybody. Jason Van Arkel with you from Evans Middle School, the home of the Bulldogs. Annie Argo, our on-site video producer. Brandon Drew, the radio producer, back at the KBIZ studios. The Ottumwa High JROTC color guard has just retired the colors after the national anthem. And the two teams, Marshalltown and Ottumwa, getting ready to get our girls' game underway tonight. Senior night again for the OHS girls. All 5 seniors on the roster in the starting lineup: Isabel Mellon, Zoe Jones, Chloe Schneckloff, Ann Guest, and Josie Lemons. 5 on the floor for Marshalltown: Rachel Smith, Lily Roberts, Sarah Huffman, Sophie Yunkin, and Kaylin Smith. Navy Road jerseys of the Bobcats, the white home jerseys of the Bulldogs. Cats and dogs living together, mass hysteria. It'll be Kaylin Smith to jump it up against Ann Guest. Everybody's ready to go. Now our officials are ready to go. Takes a step back. Now the ball in the air. The tip controlled by Ottumwa. They move right to left as we look at it here in the opening half. Schneckloth into the front court. Marshalltown looks like they pick up man-to-man. Ball goes right side to Isabel Mellon. Into the post for Ann Guest, backing down. Kicks it back out to Mellon, right wing. Up top to Zoe Jones. Zoe dribbles to the right. Down to the baseline, got around a defender, got the shot up and drew the foul, and Zoe Jones will shoot 2. Coach Vandenberg got a pleasant surprise when Zoe Jones went out for basketball this season. Foul on Kaylin Smith. Jones, 6 of 10 from the free throw line this season. First free throw, a little too strong. Coach Vandenberg telling me after the win at Des Moines Lincoln that he was more than willing to take an athletic player like Jones onto his team and thought he could teach her the finer points of basketball. She's done a pretty good job of that. Second free throw, no good. A tie-up on the rebound as Josie Lemons got her hands on it, but the held ball, an alternate possession, will give it to Marshalltown. Bulldogs setting up, threatening to set up a little zone pressure, maybe looking to trap at half court. Smith in the backcourt, across the timeline, throws it left side for Huffman. Huffman over to the right side for Lily Roberts, their best player, drives in, cut off, backs it out. Throws it on the wing to Huffman. Trying to back down on Jones, hands it off at the elbow to Smith, out wide to the right side for Roberts. Back up top for Huffman. Ball standing on the right side of the floor, right wing to Roberts. Baseline drive cut off by Ann Guest, backs it up. Bulldogs are in a zone. Guest shadowing, now hands it off as Roberts takes it all the way back towards midcourt. It's almost kind of in a 1-2-2 zone. Ball thrown high on the left side for Huffman. Back to Roberts on the right, down into the lane, kick it out, and a quick shot from the right side, in and out from Rachel Smith, and a rebound to Josie Lemons on that 12-footer from outside the lane. Schneckloth into the front court for Ottumwa. Dribbling high on the right side, accelerating, trying to get around Roberts, hands off to Mellon, right wing. Isabel curls in the lane, little left-handed runner off the glass, too strong. Got her own rebound, kicked it out to Guest, who gets it up top. Schneckloth open for a 3. Off the rim, no. Rebound out towards the Marshalltown bench and out of bounds, untouched. It goes back to the Bobcats. Minute and a half gone, opening quarter, no score. Bulldog basketball brought to you by Josh, Brenda, and the team at Meridian Credit Union, where it feels like home. Marshalltown inbounding. It will again be the junior Rachel Smith bringing it into the front court. Marshalltown only has one senior, and she doesn't play much. Nearly a travel on the right side by Sophie Yunkin. Gets it back up high on the right to Huffman. Sarah Huffman to the wing, throw back up top, nearly stolen by Mellon. Roberts has it, takes it right wing, picked up by Jones, down to the baseline, cut off again. Throws it all the way back up top to Huffman, right wing to Roberts. Roberts again dribbling towards the corner. Back all the way up top again. Throw it over to the left side to Huffman, now on the wing to Rachel Smith. Smith dribbles back top of the key, throws it behind her, volleyball line to Roberts. Roberts nearly had it stolen, now double teamed up high. Gets it to midcourt and thrown away by Smith, picked up by Jones. Now she's bobbling it, and she tried to pivot and pass underneath the hoop to a cutting Schneckloth, but Zoe was called for traveling. Well, 5:46 opening quarter, still no score. Ottumwa's missed a couple of free throws. Marshalltown's missed a shot and has turned it over. We've had some long possessions here. Huffman threw it away in the lane, and it's picked up by Mellon. Bulldogs get another turnover. Isabel races into the front court right side, finds Schneckloth towards the corner. She'll take the 3 from there. Back iron, no. Long rebound run down by Jones, left wing, and gets it back up top to Chloe. Schneckloth behind the volleyball line as Coach Vandenberg calls out the new play. Around a pick left side to the wing, cut off. Gets it back up top to Jones. Zoe tries a 3. Off the rim, no, and the rebound underneath to Kaylin Smith for the Bobcats. Now Rachel Smith into the front court, throws it high on the left side for Huffman, trying to dribble out of a double team, gets it in the corner. Long 2-point, no, that's a 3. Well, I thought Rachel Smith was inside the 3-point line, but they call it a 3-pointer, and Marshalltown strikes first. Schneckloth across the timeline through the midcourt circle. Around a Lemons pick to the right, gets it to Jones on the wing. Lob underneath for Lemons, off the glass, no, and the rebound pulled down by Rachel Smith. Here come the Bobcats. Smith double teamed up high on the right, passes between them to Yunkin. Turnaround elbow jumper is no good, and the rebound is corralled by Josie Lemons. Under 4.5 to go first quarter. Ball goes left side to Mellon. She'll try to answer with a 3. Count it! Isabel Mellon ties the game with a 3-pointer. The Bulldogs get on the board finally at the 4:18 mark of the opening quarter. In the front court, Yunkin throws it up high on the right side to Rachel Smith. Poked out of her hands and out of bounds into the Ottumwa bench by Mellon. The ball stays with the Bobcats. And they'll make their first substitution here. Zayla Newman, a 5'6" junior, checks in. And it will be Newman to throw the inbounds pass. Throws it, and it's stolen by Mellon and tied back up by Huffman, but this time the arrow gives it to the Bulldogs. Isabel Mellon's been active defensively in the passing lane in this first quarter. Game tied at 3, 4:06 opening quarter. And Ottumwa looking for its first lead of the night. Schneckloth across the timeline, throws it up top to Ann Guest, left wing to Mellon. Mellon back up top to Schneckloth. Down to the block to Guest, trying to back down, turn around, off the glass and good. Went right around Kaylin Smith. Ann Guest could have herself a big night. Her first bucket makes it 5-3 Bulldogs. In the backcourt now, Huffman across the timeline right side against the Bulldog zone. Throws it to Newman in the corner, and Newman called for a travel. Got a little bit of happy feet there. Substitutions or just one from Marshalltown here. Rachel Smith is back in. Sarah Huffman will sit. Ottumwa staying with those 5 seniors here in the opening quarter, leading 5-3. Schneckloth through the midcourt circle. Goes the left side to Guest. And to the wing for Mellon. Up top for Jones. Back left wing, Mellon, a shot fake. Dribbles to the free throw line, backs it out, goes right side for Schneckloth. Down underneath the Guest again, backing down, turnaround, left-handed off the glass. No, but a whistle and a foul. And Ann Guest will shoot 2, and that might be the second one on Kaylin Smith. It is. The only 2 fouls in this game have both been called on the same player. Guest at the line, 71% on the season. First one for the senior tonight, off the rim, no good. Ottumwa 0 for 3 at the line right now. Substitution, Marshalltown, Maya Moore, a 5'9" freshman, checks in to replace Kaylin Smith, who has to sit with 2 fouls. Bulldog basketball brought to you by Community First Credit Union with 17 locations to serve you. Second free throw for Guest is good. She has 3 points. Ottumwa leads 6-3. 3:12 to go in the first quarter. Rachel Smith racing across the timeline, throws it left side for Lily Roberts. Roberts bringing it all the way back up top. Zoe Jones pressures her all the way up there. Ball came loose. Roberts saved it. Now she's trapped on the sideline and stepped out of bounds. Zoe Jones and then Chloe Schneckloth with the pressure, forcing another Bobcat turnover. 2:58 opening quarter. Ottumwa got off to a slow start, but they lead 6-3 and looking for more. Schneckloth, left side for Mellon. Isabel goes around a Lemons pick, right side of the lane, mounts it outside the lane to Guest, hands off in the corner. Zoe Jones for a 3. Count it! Zoe Jones with a 3-pointer, and the Dogs lead 9-3. They put 8 on the board. I thought that was a 3-pointer. In the front court, left side is Yunkin for Marshalltown. Dribbles into the lane, had it knocked loose, but a whistle and a foul on Ottumwa, and that might be on Lemons. Nope, it's on Ann Guest. I thought Lemons picked it clean, but they get a foul on Guest on the other side. Another sub from Marshalltown. Melina Kammerer checks in, replacing Sophie Yunkin. 2:26 opening quarter. Inbound underneath. Marshalltown got open on the inbounds play, and Rachel Smith lays it in. She has all 5 Marshalltown points, and it's 8-5. I guess the Jones shot was a 2. I thought it was a 3. Schneckloth over to the right side. Spins, lost it, got it underneath though to Guest, and she's fouled hard as she goes up. And Ann Guest will shoot 2 more. The foul on Amaya Moore, her first. Team foul number 3. Schneckloth nearly lost that ball, but made a nice pass underneath, leading Guest right into the layup opportunity. And 1 of 2, her first trip tonight. This free throw is good, rattles it home. Sarah Huffman checks back in for Marshalltown, replacing Zayla Newman. Bulldog basketball brought to you by Lisco, Southeast Iowa's leader in fiber optic telecommunications. Lisco of Fairfield. Second free throw, back iron, no, and the rebound pulled down by Marshalltown in the hands of Kammerer. 10-5 Ottumwa, lob into the front court. Huffman gets it up top. Smith lost it. Stolen away by Zoe Jones, and she splits two defenders. Takes it all the way down, lays it up and in. Zoe Jones with her second bucket. And it's 12-5 Ottumwa. Roberts back the other way, right side. Got cut off by Jones and lost it out of bounds. Roberts had a head of steam, and Zoe just stepped in front of her, held her ground, right along the sideline in front of the scorer's table. Roberts will check out, and Newman back in for the Cats. 1:48 to go opening quarter. Ottumwa's opened up a 12-5 lead. And I believe now they have given Jones a three-pointer on that first shot. A whistle. And Ottumwa was just getting into its offense, and a 3-second call came. Did Ottumwa even have the ball in the front court for 3 seconds? Yeah, that question for the boys' game at Burlington last week. Smith across the timeline, picked up her dribble, throws it high on the right side, bobbled, caught by Newman, double teamed, and a little too aggressive, they say, was Zoe Jones. She got called for the foul. Her first, team foul number 2, 1:28 to go in the quarter. And a timeout, Marshalltown, 30 seconds in, we're back on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
In Searcy, Arkansas, a young man says I love you for the first time, but his girlfriend doesn't quite hear. In Franklin, Tennessee, a boy encounters his first pickle. And in Kyle, Texas, after a mission for tots, cousins realize they're a long way from Kyle, Texas. One day, many people, millions of orders. This is Howie Sonic.
You're watching Bulldog basketball on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
After the timeout, Marshalltown with the ball, Ottumwa with the lead, 12-5. Up top, a quick three on the way, too strong, and the rebound to Zoe Jones. A foul on Marshalltown on the rebound. Kammerer missed the three-pointer, top of the key. And then Rachel Smith got called for the foul. That's her first, team foul number 4. Ottumwa with the ball, minute 19 to go in the quarter. Schneckloff through the midcourt circle once again, over towards the left side on the dribble. Now brings it back, now pivots left again. Gets it underneath to Josie Lemons on the block. Lemons drives in, up off the glass and good. Josie Lemons gets a bucket on senior night. 4 of the 5 seniors have already scored. The only one who hasn't is Schneckloff. Right side is Smith. Hands off in the corner for Newman. Gets it on the right wing to Huffman. Up top to Rachel Smith again. Over to the right side, a whistle. And a 3-second call on Marshalltown now, and Ottumwa gets it back on another Bobcat turnover. Substitution for the Bobcats, Sophie Yunkin back in, replacing Amaya Moore. Already in this first quarter, Isabel Mellon has 3, Zoe Jones has 5, Ann Guest has 4, Josie Lemons has 2. You know Schneckloff will get a bucket sometime. Zoe into the front court, left side to Chloe. Schneckloff up high, back up top for Jones. Under some pressure, nearly had her pocket pick, gets it right side to Schneckloff. Chloe brings it back up top, throws it left side for Jones. Jones called for a travel. Oh, that's that high school travel again. Zoe was already putting the ball on the deck. In fact, she dropped the ball because she didn't have great control of it. I don't know how that's a travel when she didn't have the ball. But Marshalltown gets it back with 26.5 seconds to go in the quarter. Ottumwa leading 14-5. Smith dribbles towards the trap in midcourt, throws it high on the left side for Lily Roberts. Roberts going towards the left wing, cut off. Not sure where to go with it, pivoting, throws it left side of the lane, caught by Huffman, shot off the glass, no good. Rebound into the corner for Jones, 8 seconds to Schneckloff, 5 seconds, got to get going. Long pass in the front court for Mellon, underneath the Guest, turn around, off the glass, counted at the buzzer! 16-5, we're back in 1 minute on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
Engage, educate, and empower every student every day. Ottumwa School. Building relationships, foundations for success. Helping every student to achieve
Whether you are a player, cheerleader, or coach, your friends at Petrita Orthodontics are cheering for you. We are proud of the students in our area and are happy to support them in their school activities. We want to see you smile on and off the field. If you or your child are in need of orthodontic care, call us for a free no-obligation appointment. We have many different options available to help your child's bite and smile. Call us today at Petrita Orthodontics in Ottumwa and Oskaloosa. We look forward to making you smile.
You're watching Bulldog basketball on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
Start of the second quarter, Ottumwa leading Marshalltown 16-5. A great finish to the quarter for OHS. Marshalltown with the ball. Rachel Smith right side, trying to drive into the lane, lost possession, but took a bump from Isabel Mellon. That'll be a foul on the Dogs. First one on Mellon, team foul number 3. Ottumwa does have Addison Ransom and Olivia Corm into the game. Marshalltown inbounds knocked away from Smith and right back out of bounds. Schneckloff a hand in the passing lane. Now an inbound all the way to midcourt for Sarah Huffman. Into the high post for Smith. Cut off, kicks it right wing for Roberts. Launches a quick three off the rim, no good. It'll ricochet out of bounds and go back to Ottumwa. Bulldog basketball brought to you by Coal Palace Cafe and Books on West Main in Ottumwa by the Train Depot. Offering an array of coffee beverages, also serving breakfast, as well as homemade soups, salads, and sandwiches for lunch. Like and follow them on Facebook. Kaylin Smith back in from Marshalltown. She's playing with 2 fouls. And Guest has it top of the key. Goes left side for Mellon. Looking underneath for Ransom, not there. Now Isabel dribbles and gets it up top for Schneckloff. Chloe to the left side. Now back up top, bounce it right side for Mellon. Guest trying to post up underneath. Isabel attacks the lane, got all the way to the rim, missed the layup though with the left hand, and the rebound pulled in by Kaylin Smith. Rachel Smith now racing into the front court, double teamed at the volleyball line right side, but got it to Roberts on the wing. Roberts down towards the corner, now back out to the wing, bounces it off the leg of Schneckloff and out of bounds into the Ottumwa bench. 7:01 second quarter, still 16-5 OHS. Long inbounds to Huffman, to the elbow for Rachel Smith. Dribbles back up top, bounces it right corner for Roberts. Roberts drives in, little runner, blocked by Guest, but a foul was called on Ann Guest. And that's the second one on Guest, who has a team-high 6 points for Ottumwa right now. Lily Roberts at the line, 76% on the season. First one rattles home, her first point. 16-6, Bulldog basketball brought to you by Dr. Dwayne Petrito and the team at Petrito Orthodontics in Ottumwa and Oskaloosa. Call today for an appointment and get a smile that lasts a lifetime. Second free throw, good. Roberts hits both, and it's a 9-point lead for Ottumwa now, 16-7. Schneckloff across the timeline, up high on the right side. Dribbles towards the wing, now backs away. Takes it all the way top of the key, now back to the right. Curls down underneath, gathers it, double teamed under there. Fed it across to Ransom, who missed the layup, and the rebound pulled in by Sophie Yunkin from Marshalltown. Great play, just didn't have the finish. Pass into the front court for Huffman, back right side for Rachel Smith. Smith dribbling down to the corner, tips it off to Huffman, throws it back high on the right side for Roberts. Lily Roberts backing away. Ottumwa looking to trap when they can. Rachel Smith up top, and her pass is kicked by Olivia Corum. So Marshalltown will inbound on the far side with 6:09 to go in the half. Rachel Smith will trigger the inbound. Looking, gets it to the left elbow for Yunkin. Down the lane, little runner short, partially blocked by Guest, and Ann has the rebound. Lobs it over to Isabel Mellon, and she'll bring it back across the timeline, under 6 to go in the half. Mellon over to the left side, now gets it to the free throw line for Guest. Shot fake, got her defender in the air, but Ann is called for a travel. Boy, I just don't like that call. 3 subs for Ottumwa here. Josie Lemon, Zoe Jones return, and Kennedy Hugan checks in for the first time, the 5'5" junior. Marshalltown will get Newman back in the game. Ottumwa hasn't scored yet this quarter. It took them a while to score in the first quarter, too. On the the left side is Roberts. Gets it up high on the left to Huffman. Huffman dribbling left to right. Lob into the lane, dipped and stolen. Lemons ends up with the loose ball. Could have been 2 or 3 different Bulldogs got a hand on that. Now Corum into the front court. Dribbles left, gets it on the wing to Hugan. Hugan into the lane for Ransom. Turnaround in the lane. A lot of contact, no foul. Marshalltown saves it. Junkin saving it to Roberts. She attacks into the front court. To the right side, down to the baseline, and she's bumped by Corum, and another foul on Ottumwa. That's team foul number 5, first one on Olivia. Rachel Smith about to come in for the Bobcats. Marshalltown does a lot of substituting. It's almost still leading 16-7, but another drought here to start the second quarter. Inbounds is lobbed up top, deflected and stolen by Zoe Jones. Fires it to Hugan. Hugan attacking right side, cut off, kicks it on the wing to Corum. Now Olivia in the lane, little runner, got the roll. Olivia Corum with her first bucket. Ottumwa leading 18-7, 5 minutes to go in the half. Smith on the right side brings it to the middle, still up high all the way to the left. Down towards the corner, double team, got it out on the wing to Junkin. Junkin back in the corner for Smith. Brings it back up top, throw it right side for Newman. She'll step into a 3, off the rim, no, and Hugan runs down the rebound. Her pass, though, in the lane deflected. A held ball on the floor, tied up. Arrow favors Ottumwa. I think Ottumwa was trying to get a timeout to keep the arrow there. And one official, I think, was going to give it, and then the other official overruled and said it was a held ball first. Bulldogs have the ball now, but no longer have the arrow. Corum across the timeline, takes it over to the right side, finds Hugan in the corner. Tried to throw it out to Lemons on the wing and got away, but Josie runs it down near midcourt and hands off to Zoe Jones. Zoe to the right side, hesitation dribble, around a pick, down to the baseline, all the way underneath, got to the rim, but the shot partially blocked. Zoe gets the rebound on the floor, tried to kick it out to Corum, but it's in the hands of Newman, and Marshalltown the other way. Newman 1-on-2, had it poked away, tried to get it back and lost it out of bounds. She'd have been better off letting that one go. Might have been Hugan who poked that away. 4:08 to go until the half. Ottumwa leading 18-7. The Bulldogs haven't played in a week with the game on Friday at Des Moines Roosevelt getting snowed out. Left side is Corum underneath to Ransom. Nearly lost it. Kicked it out to Hugan on the wing. Hugan in the corner for Zoe Jones. A 3 on the way. Too strong. Weak side rebound, though. Hugan has it back underneath the Corum. Beat her defender, lay it up, no good. And the rebound to Kaylin Smith. Corum trying to get a tie-up, but that'll be a foul, and that'll be the second foul on Olivia Corum. Ottumwa leading 18-7, but there are at least 3 easy layups that they have missed in this first half. Team foul number 6 on the Bulldogs. Next one will put Marshalltown in the 1-and-1. And Corum will stay on the floor with those 2 fouls. Sarah Huffman back in for Marshalltown. 3:40 on the clock. Rachel Smith picked up her dribble on the right. Got it into the elbow to Kaylin Smith. Back to Rachel Smith on the right side. Curls to the free throw line. Kick it out to Roberts. Roberts dribbling towards the corner. Throw it up top for Huffman. Left side knocked away. Zoe Jones has another steal. Oh, she couldn't keep a foot in bounds. Had a lane all the way to the bucket. Another great defensive effort, though, by Zoe Jones. 3 subs for Ottumwa here. Mellon, Schneckloff, and Guest are back in. Kammerer will check back in for Marshalltown. Bobcats inbounding at midcourt. 3:21 to go until halftime. 18-7 Bulldogs with the lead. Smith high on the left side. Takes it towards the wing. Spins back, fires it left side of the lane. Kammerer tried to drive in, had it knocked away and stolen by Mellon. Mellon nearly got fouled by Kaylin Smith. It would have been Smith's 3rd. Long pass to the left block for Ann Guest. Put it up, got fouled, and Ann will shoot 2. Great pass from Mellon from the right wing to the left block. And Marshalltown commits another foul. That'll be the 3rd on Kaylin Smith. Team foul number 5 in the Bobcats. Guest at the line, 2 for 4 on the night so far. Free throw is no good. Maya Moore coming back in for the Cats, replacing Smith, who has to sit with those 3 fouls. One more free throw for Guest. Puts it up. Too strong. And the rebound, though, won by Josie Lemons. Kicks it left wing. Mellon thought about the three. And they say she double dribbled. 2:59 to go until the half. Each team's only scored 2 points in this second quarter. It's 18-7 Ottumwa. Smith across the timeline, right side to Huffman. Huffman back up high to Smith. Above the wing, brings it up top and gets it there to Roberts. Roberts over to the left, throws it towards the corner for Rachel Smith. Back up top to Roberts. Dribbles right side in the lane, threw it up, and oh, they call a block on Ann Guest. I thought Ann was set. Boy, Roberts just threw herself into the lane wildly and got bailed out. And that's the third one on Guest. Team foul number 7. Roberts 2 for 2 from the line. And the first one is good. Addison Corum will come back in to replace Guest. So each team now, their post players got 3 fouls. 2:39 to go in the half. Second free throw for Roberts. And she's now 4 for 4 from the line. That's all 4 points for Marshalltown in this quarter. It's almost laid back down to single digits at 18-9. Schneckloth across the timeline. Takes it left side, guarded by Roberts, goes down to the block for Ransom, turn around, and she's fouled as she goes up. Addison Ransom will shoot 2. Maya Moore gets her second foul, team foul number 6 on the Bobcats. Ransom at the line, 58% on the season. First one is on the way and too strong. Boy, Ottumwa has left a lot of points at the free throw line. Bulldog basketball brought to you by Slayton Polaris, your home for the best deals on Polaris Rangers and ATVs. Stop and see them today, 8 miles south and west of Pulaski, or maybe tomorrow. Second free throw off the back iron, and it goes through, so Ransom scores 19-9. Timeout Ottumwa. 2:28 until the half. Back in 30 seconds on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
At Community First Credit Union, we see how important it is to be the kind of financial partner you can depend on, no matter what. We see that you have plans, goals, hopes, and dreams. We see you need banking tools that are real-time and bankers that are real people. At See First, we see all of these things because at See First, we see you.
You're watching Bulldog basketball on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
Ottumwa High basketball brought to you by Sonic Drive-In, featuring made-to-order American classics, signature menu items, and speedy service from friendly car hops. Cruise on over to Sonic, North 63 next to Walgreens in Ottumwa for the ultimate Sonic experience. 2:28 to go until halftime. Ottumwa leading Marshalltown 19-9. Rachel Smith will bring it across the timeline. Double team comes, throws it high on the right to Huffman. Back to the wing for Smith. Down underneath for Yunkin. Turn around off the glass. No. Good defense by Josie Lemons, and a rebound to Chloe Schneckloth. Chloe into the front court, left side from Mellon on the wing. Down low for Lemons, pivots, and got hacked at from behind by Rachel Smith, and a foul called. Second one on Rachel Smith, team foul number 7, and Lemons going to the line to shoot a 1-and-1. I think Lemons was about to put a nice move on her defender underneath, and Smith came in from the backside to get the foul. Team foul number 7, it's a 1-and-1 for Josie Lemons. 53% from the line on the season. Bulldogs could use this one, but it's short off the rim, and the rebound to Rachel Smith. Free throw number is not good for Ottumwa here. Roberts drives down to the baseline, cut off nicely by Schneckloth. Her pass to Yunkin goes through her legs. It's loose on the floor, picked up by Mellon on her knees. Threw it through the hands of Schneckloth, but she saves it and keeps a dribble. Now races towards midcourt, gets it to Jones. Throw it left wing now for Mellon. Ransom trying to post up underneath, and the pass leads her too far and out of bounds. Minute 40 to go. Ottumwa still sloppy. Leading though 19-9. Smith through the midcourt circle. Picked up her dribble, gets it back up top for Huffman. Throws it left side for Newman, underneath to Yunkin, and tied up by Schneckloff. The arrow will keep it with Marshalltown. 1:27 to go. It will be Roberts to throw the inbounds pass. Into the corner for Yunkin, left side, trying to get around Lemons, into the lane. And someone had 4 defenders there, but one of them reached in and committed a foul. Let's see who it's on. Schneckloff with her first, team foul number 8. And they say it was a shooting foul, so Sophie Yunkin shooting too. No, she's 0 for 4 from the free throw line on the season. 1:21 until the half. First free throw is up, and she got it. Marshalltown's 5 for 5 from the line. It's 19-10. Kaylin Smith is back in for the Bobcats, playing with 3 fouls. She replaces Melina Cameron. Second free throw, got them both. Marshalltown has 6 points in the quarter, all from the free throw line. 19-11. Olivia Corum into the front court. Takes it left side, now spins back, gets it up top to Lemons. Lemons, left side, now kick it on the wing to Jones. Jones skips it right wing for Corum. Corum driving in on Smith, put it up off the glass too strong. Zoe Jones, a weak side rebound, fouled on the putback, and Zoe will shoot 2. 1:01 to go until the half. Sarah Huffman called for her first, team foul number 8 on Marshalltown. Zoe at the line 0 for 2 on the night, 6 of 12 on the season. First one on the way here. Left it short. Boy. Ottumwa was 1 of 6 from the line in this quarter. Second free throw, too strong. Rebound tapped, but controlled by Marshalltown. Ottumwa with an 8-point lead. They've left a lot of points out there. Huffman picked up her dribble, picked up her pivot foot. They didn't see it. The ball goes right side to Roberts. That should have been a travel. Up top to Huffman to the volleyball line. Left side for Smith. Rachel Smith, top of the key. Bounce it back left side for Yunkin. 40 seconds to go. To the left wing for Huffman. Up top for Roberts on a lob. Roberts around a pick left side. Dribbled it, and it's poked out of bounds by Corum. I thought for a moment it went off the foot of Roberts, but the official right there said it did not. Roberts to inbound from that left side. Gets it in high on the left side to Rachel Smith. Under 30 seconds to go. To the left elbow, Huffman to the wing, Yunkin for 3. Off the back iron, no good. Zoe Jones skies for the rebound. Up ahead to Corum. Dogs have a 2-on-1 here if they hustle. Corum to Ransom underneath the layup short. Rebound tip to Corum. The putback no good. And this rebound ricochets out to Yunkin, and then a foul on Ottumwa. It's either Jones or Corum. And Ottumwa missing another layup inside. That's at least 4. And Olivia Corum just got her 3rd foul. Team foul number 9. Newman checking back in for Marshalltown. And Kennedy Huggins back in for Ottumwa, so Corum doesn't get a 4th foul. Yunkin at the line shooting a 1-and-1 here. 12.4 seconds to go. First one up, too strong. Rebound to Schneckloff. Down to 8 seconds. Down to 5. Lemons, 3 seconds. Drives down the lane. Split 2 defenders and drew the foul with 0.8 of a second to go, and Josie Lemons will shoot 2. And Huffman gets her 2nd foul. Lemons 0 for 1 from the line tonight. First one here. Left it short. Ottumwa cannot buy a free throw. Second free throw, too strong. Rebound tapped, and that'll be the half. 19-11. Ottumwa still has the lead, but tough second quarter. We'll take 3 minutes, come back, and begin the halftime show on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
Our world has changed a lot in a short amount of time, but your health and safety remain our #1 priority. We have the supplies needed and the processes in place to keep you safe. We've implemented visitor restrictions, and we are reducing physical contact as much as possible. Patients and employees are required to wear masks for your protection and theirs, and your care team is screened daily. So don't wait to get the care you need. We're here for you today and always.
Wondering what to have for lunch or supper? Stop in and see Mike and his team at Mike's Pizza and Steakhouse. Whether you want amazing Greek food, pasta, salads, sandwiches, fish, chicken, steak, or the best pizza in town, they have what you want. They are always open for carryout, and their full menu is available at mikespizzasteakhouse.com. Thank you, Southern Iowa, for making Mike's Pizza and Steakhouse your favorite restaurant and your favorite pizza place. Proud to support the Ottumwa Bulldogs.
Whether you are a player, cheerleader, or coach, your friends at Petrita Orthodontics are cheering for you. We are proud of the students in our area and are happy to support them in their school activities. We want to see you smile on and off the field. If you or your child are in need of orthodontic care, call us for a free no-obligation appointment. We have many different options available to help your child's bite and smile. Call us today at Petrita Orthodontics in Ottumwa and Oskaloosa. We look forward to making you smile.
It's time to choose the credit union with a new perspective. At Meridian Credit Union, we don't just see member profiles. We see people. People with goals. People who want to save more. People that we can help. That's why we offer financial services convenient to you. Great loan rates, online banking with bill pay, mobile banking, and credit cards. Join the many satisfied Meridian members today. See how our perspective can help you.
Meridian Credit Union, where it feels like home.
In Searcy, Arkansas, a young man says I love you for the first time, but his girlfriend doesn't quite hear. In Franklin, Tennessee, a boy encounters his first pickle. And in Kyle, Texas, after a mission for tots, cousins realize they're a long way from Kyle, Texas. One day, many people, millions of orders. This is Howie Sonic.
Keeping you, your families, and your businesses connected in these challenging times is now more important than ever. We here at Lisco are dedicated to continue providing the same local customer service we have over the years. Both your business and home internet and phone service is Lisco's priority. Lisco, your local communications provider. Call me, Megan Daly, at 641-209-5400, 641-209-5400, or visit online at www.lisco.com.
You're watching Bulldog Basketball on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
We are at halftime at Ottumwa High Basketball on KBIZ and on the live video stream. Your Ottumwa girls do enjoy a halftime lead over Marshalltown, 19-11. Ottumwa be looking to bounce back in the third quarter after a tough second quarter where they were outscored 6-3. Scoring leaders at the half, Ann Guest has 6 to lead all scorers. Zoe Jones has 5. 3 points for Isabel Mellon, 2 for Olivia Corum, 2 for Josie Lemons, and 1 point for Addison Ransom. For Marshalltown, Rachel Smith has 5 points, Lily Roberts has 4, Sophie Yunkin has 2. Free throws are a big story here in the first half. Marshalltown shot 7 free throws in the second quarter, hit 6 of them. Those are the only points they had in the second quarter, and those are the only free throws they have in the game to this point. Ottumwa has shot 15 free throws. They've gotten to the line a bunch. They've only made 3 of them. It has been a really rough night at the free throw line for OHS. Foul trouble, Bulldogs have some. Olivia Corum and Ann Guest have 3 fouls each. Marshalltown has some as well. Caitlin Smith has, 3 fouls. Rachel Smith, Sarah Huffman, and Amaya Moore all have 2 fouls each. For the Bulldogs in the second half, number one, they're going to have to start hitting more free throws. They have an advantage inside on Marshalltown. They can draw fouls, they can get to the free throw line. The Bulldogs have to start converting from the line. This game, if you let Ottumwa hit 5 more free throws, this game feels so much more comfortable. If they were 8 of 15 instead of 3 of 15. Ottumwa also has to finish inside. They haven't finished yet when they've been fouled. Every time they've been fouled, it's been a 2-shot foul from a shot inside. They haven't gotten a chance at the 3-point play. And they have missed at least 4 wide open layups. I don't mean to be overly critical of these girls, and I know this is still a team that was largely inexperienced coming into this year, but Ottumwa's got to finish better around the rim. You make those 4 layups, you hit 5 more free throws. That's 13 points right there, and if Ottumwa had a 32-11 lead, we'd be having a much different halftime show right now. But it is what it is, 19-11 at the half, and the Bulldogs will need to execute better offensively in the second half. Bulldog basketball brought to you by Family First Chiropractic, West 2nd Street, Ottumwa, delivering an elevated level of holistic care for the entire family, incorporating multiple chiropractic techniques and physical therapy to ensure their clients receive the best results as fast as possible. By Mike and his team at Mike's Pizza and Steakhouse in Ottumwa. Thank you, Southern Iowa, for voting them as your favorite restaurant and pizza place, proud to support the Bulldogs. And by Mark and the team at Champion Bowl in Ottumwa. Stop in and see the new improvements. Champion Bowl, where bowling is fun. 19-11 Bulldogs will take 3 minutes. Come back and bring you the second half on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
At See First, we believe our members deserve financial solutions unlike any other, where the people make you feel appreciated, where you can find the right tools and products at the right price, where high-tech solutions provide serious convenience, not frustration, and where members are so happy they tell their friends. Thank you, See First members. Together really is better.
Whether you are a player, cheerleader, or coach, your friends at Petrita Orthodontics are cheering for you. We are proud of the students in our area and are happy to support them in their school activities. We want to see you smile on and off the field. If you or your child are in need of orthodontic care, call us for a free no-obligation appointment. We have many different options available to help your child's bite and smile. Call us today at Petrita Orthodontics in Ottumwa and Oskaloosa. We look forward to making you smile.
Keeping you, your families, and your businesses connected in these challenging times is now more important than ever. We here at Let's Go are dedicated to continue providing the same local customer service we have over the years. Both your business and home internet and phone service is Let's Go's priority. Let's Go, your local communications provider. Call me, Megan Daly, at 641-209-5400, 641-209-5400, or visit online at www.letsgo.com.
At Dixon's Floors & More, we don't mind being different, as long as the difference is better. With hundreds of brands to choose from, including the largest manufacturers in the industry, we transform the volume of products we carry into lower prices for you. Don't start your project without starting at Dixon's Floors & More.
Mention you saw this video and receive 5% off your entire purchase at Dixon's Floors & More in Ottumwa.
River Community Credit Union is different from other financial institutions, from the safety of your money to who actually owns a credit union. A credit union is a democratic member-owned cooperative. When you join a credit union, you're more than a member, you're an owner, which means you have a say in how your credit union is run. They provide the same products and services as other financial institutions, but are not-for-profit and exist to help people, not to make a profit.
River Community Credit Union, where everybody knows your name.
It's time to choose the credit union with a new perspective. At Meridian Credit Union, we don't just see member profiles. We see people. People with goals. People who want to save more. People that we can help. That's why we offer financial services convenient to you. Great loan rates, online banking with bill pay, mobile banking, and credit cards. Join the many satisfied Meridian members today. See how our perspective can help you.
Meridian Credit Union, where it feels like home.
You're watching Bulldog basketball on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
Getting ready for the start of the second half. Ottumwa High basketball on KBIZ and on the live video stream. Bulldog girls taking a 19-11 lead into the third quarter here. OHS will have Schneckloff, Guest, Mellon, Jones, and Lemons on the floor. 5 seniors who started tonight on this senior night. Marshalltown, Rachel Smith, Kaylin Smith, Lily Roberts, Sarah Huffman, Sophie Young. It will be a Ottumwa ball. They move left to right here in the second half. 8 minutes on the clock as Zoe looks inbounds and gets it volleyball line to Ann Guest. Guest dribbling, throws it left side to Schneckloth, open for a three. Count it! Chloe Schneckloth didn't score in the first half. She opens the second half with a three-pointer. All 5 seniors have scored tonight. Ottumwa leads at 22-11. Smith trapped at midcourt. Lob knocked away by Mellon. It's out of bounds right down below me. Mellon nearly with another Bulldog steal. Huffman to inbound. Lob up top for Roberts. Roberts, her leading scorer, 7.8 points per game, only has 4 so far tonight. Gets it free throw line to Youngkin, kicks it right side to Smith, a long 2 on the way, short off the rim, and the rebound run down to the corner by Mellon, who's trapped, but gets it to Guess, who stepped in front of Schneckloth, but they managed to stay in bounds. Chloe into the front court, attacking right side, goes in the corner to Jones. She's open for a 3, too strong. Weak side rebound run down by Josie Lemons, though. Lemons trapped, but gets it out to Schneckloth. Now down to the block for Guest, backing down on Smith, turnaround in the lane, whistle and a foul, and Guest will shoot 2, and if that's on Kaylin Smith, that's her 4th. There's another defender coming in late. Let's see who they call it. They call it on Rachel Smith coming in, their point guard, and that's her 3rd. First foul of the half on either team. Guest at the line, 2 for 6, which isn't great, but the rest of her team was 1 for 9 in the opening half. First free throw here, too strong. Boy, Ottumwa just only the 2nd girls' home game this month, and apparently not finding the range from the free throw line tonight. Second free throw. Guest gets that one. She has 7 points. 23-11. They have her credited on the scoreboard. Pass across the timeline to Smith down the right side of the lane. Rachel Smith kick it out on the wing to Roberts. Driving baseline, cut off. And she went back out to the sideline and stepped out of bounds. So Ottumwa's pressure forces another turnover. 6:52 to go third quarter. Bulldogs up 23-11. Chloe Schneckloth will bring this across the timeline on the left side where Smith waits for her. Chloe attacking in the lane, got stripped, got it back, fed it to Lemons in the lane. Her shot blocked out of bounds. It'll stay with Ottumwa. 6:41 remaining in the third. 23-11 Bulldogs. First 4 points of this half have gone to Ottumwa. Inbound right wing to Mellon. Mellon brings it to the free throw line, got stripped, got it back. Finds Ann Guest cutting to the block, turn around, right hand off the glass short. Got her own rebound under the hoop, reverse layup, too strong. Rebound Kaylin Smith. Zoe Jones got the tie up. The arrow does favor Marshalltown, but Zoe right in there to at least get the arrow back for Ottumwa. Across the timeline is Smith. Lob deflected, but it goes left side to Roberts. Roberts down to the baseline, cut off by Guest. Kicks it back to the wing to Smith. Now right wing to Huffman. A 3 on the way. Off the rim, no. Rebound to Kaylin Smith. Her putback short. Youngkin got that rebound. Her shot no good. Marshalltown misses twice, remaining close, and the rebound to Josie Lemons. Schneckloth pushing, goes left side. Mellon open for a transition 3. Too strong. Zoe Jones, a weak side rebound. Putback no. Another miss from inside. Lemons got that rebound. Her putback no. And that rebound ripped away by Smith, and then another held ball forced by Lemons, and the arrow will keep it with Ottumwa. .5:48 to go. Ottumwa still not getting these shots to fall inside, but playing with a little more spirit here in the third quarter. Mellon an inbound up high in the right wing to Lemons. Hands off to Schneckloth. Chloe surveys. Brings it top of the key, all the way to the left side. Now gets it down to the lane for Guest. Turnaround in the lane, shot blocked by Smith. Coach Vandenberg wanted a foul, didn't get it. Smith across the timeline to Roberts, drives in, and a reach-in foul called on Lemons. Only the first one on Josie, first foul of the half on Ottumwa. They say Roberts was shooting, so a 2-shot foul. Oh, no, she wasn't shooting. Now they inbound to Smith in the corner. 3 on the way, no good. Weak side rebound. Schneckloth has a rebound and got fouled. Sarah Huffman gets her 3rd. So Rachel Smith and Sarah Huffman each have 3 for Marshalltown, as does Kaylin Smith. Everybody's lining up for a free throw, and then the official said, no, you're not shooting. Someone ends up getting it back. Schneckloff into the front court, right side. Dribbles to the wing. Down underneath the Lemons, backing down Youngkin. Put it up off the backboard, no good, and it ricochets out of bounds. Coach Vandenberg wanted a foul called on that one. Joe pleading his case to the baseline official, but to no avail. Smith across the timeline, gets it top of the key to Roberts. And a whistle and a 3-second call on Marshalltown. You can see Ottumwa's strategy. They want to go underneath and attack Marshalltown's post defenders. I think Coach Vandenberg wants them to keep getting to the free throw line and keep shooting free throws until they start falling. Left side is Schneckloff. Back up top to Mellon. Right side to Schneckloff, to cut all the way across. Guest trying to post up underneath. She's double teamed down there. Tried to feed it to Lemons. It was kicked, or not kicked by Marshalltown, but off the leg. And then the ball goes out to Schneckloff, and underneath Guest hits the deck. A foul is called, and Kaylin Smith has been getting aggressive underneath, just picked up her 4th foul. Away from the ball, she'll have to sit. Amaya Moore will check back in. 4:39 to go in the third. Ottumwa still up 23-11. Inbounds, Mellon wanting to go underneath, not there. Got to get rid of it. Pass deflected by Marshalltown. It goes out of bounds on the far side. It'll stay with Ottumwa. Neither of these teams have been able to execute very well offensively. Mellon attacking right side, and Huffman put 2 hands on her. That's a foul, and that's the 4th on Sarah Huffman. Team foul number 4 on the Bobcats. So Huffman will have to come out. And Zayla Newman returns. Marshalltown 2 starters with 4 fouls at 4:30 to go in the third quarter. Lob it underneath off the inbounds play to Zoe Jones, who lays it in. Someone finally converted underneath on a wide open look. Zoe has 7 points, 25-11 Bulldogs. Smith across the timeline. Rachel Smith. Pass was out of bounds back to Ottumwa. Smith threw it away. I wondered if Ottumwa deflected it, but no. Now Marshalltown wants a timeout. 25-11 Dogs. We're back in 30 seconds on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
Wondering what to have for lunch or supper? Stop in and see Mike and his team at Mike's Pizza and Steakhouse. Whether you want amazing Greek food, pasta, salads, sandwiches, fish, chicken, steak, or the best pizza in town, they have what you want. They are always open for carryout, and their full menu is available at mikespizzasteakhouse.com. Thank you, Southern Iowa, for making Mike's Pizza and Steakhouse your favorite restaurant and your favorite pizza place. Proud to support the Ottumwa Bulldogs.
Opa! You're watching Bulldog basketball on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
Ottumwa High basketball brought to you by Shannon and the team at Dixon's Floors and More. Stop in today and check out the awesome showroom. Let Shannon give you a free estimate for flooring, cabinets, and fireplaces at Dixon's Floors and More, just past Walmart in Ottumwa. Bulldogs inbounding after Marshalltown took its second timeout. A little bit of pressure, but Zoe Jones gets it into Chloe Schneckloff. Moves it across the timeline. 25-11 Bulldogs. 4:10 to go until the end of the third quarter. Right side to Zoe Jones. To a cutting Mellon underneath, the layup off the glass and good. Mellon a good gather and a good finish. 5 points in the game for Isabel Mellon, 27-11 halfway through the third. Roberts attacking right side, goes around Mellon to the corner but is cut off there. Bounce across the baseline to Newman. Her baseline jumper is good. Zylia Newman, her first points of the half for Marshalltown, 27-13. Schneckloff between the circles. Takes it right wing. Kind of back down on Roberts in the lane. Bounce across to Guest, who lays it up. Missed it. Rebound tapped out, and Newman recovers it. Nearly fell down, but did fall down, but got it to Roberts first. Roberts to the right side. Throws it up high to Rachel Smith. Smith, the crossover dribble, brings it back right. Poked out of her hands by Mellon and out of bounds. It'll stay with Marshalltown. Olivia Corum, Addison Ransom return for the Dogs. Lemons and Mellon will sit. Roberts will inbound on the far side for the Bobcats. Gets it to Smith. Her pass stolen by Corum as Smith tried to get it back to Roberts. Now the Dogs back into the front court, 14-point lead in the ball. Schneckloff into the free throw line for Guest to the left wing. Corum open for a three. Count it! Olivia Corum has her first three of the night. 5 in the game for her, 30-13 Dogs. Someone now starting to pull away. Roberts lobs it left side, deflected by Jones, but it gets over to Newman. Newman brings it back up top and gives it back to Roberts in midcourt. Roberts slowly to the right side, backing away, picked up her dribble, doesn't know where to go with it, now goes high post. Young can turn around jumper behind the free throw line, no good, and a rebound to Guest. In the front court, Schneckloff left side for Corum, open, transition three, too short. Rebound though to Schneckloff on the floor left side. Back to the wing for Corum, up top for Guest. Down underneath for Ransom, turn around in the lane, no, but a whistle and a foul, and Addison Ransom will shoot two. 2:16 to go in the third. That's on Sophie Yunkin, only her first, team foul number 5 on the Cats. Ransom at the line, 1 for 2 on the night. First free throw this trip is good. For Ottumwa, that's good to see one go down. Elena Camera returns to the Marshalltown lineup, replacing Yunkin. More free throw for Ransom. Bulldogs up 31-13. Addison puts it up. A little too strong, rebound underneath Camera. Smith across the timeline left side for Roberts, double teamed up high, dribbles down towards the baseline, kicks it in the corner to Smith, back out to the wing, pass back to the corner, deflected, but Roberts picks it up, trying to attack again, cut off, throws it back up high on the left to Smith. Smith brings it back up top, throws it back left side to Roberts, she'll try left wing three, off the rim, no, rebound to Corum. Corum dribbles up the right side, shadowed closely by Roberts, gets across the timeline, gets it up top to Schneckloff. Chloe over to the right side, around a Guest pick to the wing. Now brings it back up top. Backs away. Being shadowed by Moore. Dribbles right side, got underneath, laid up, hard contact and a foul, and Chloe Schneckloff will shoot two. That foul is on Amaya Moore. That's her third. Team foul number 6. Schneckloff at the line. 3 of 13 on the season. First one on the way for the senior. Rattles out, no good. Kennedy Hugan in for Ottumwa, and Sophie Yunkin back in for Marshalltown. Oh wait, the first free throw did not count. It was a lane violation. So Marshalltown committed a lane violation, wiped that miss off the board for Schneckloff. Well, they wouldn't let Marshalltown make the substitution, and then Chloe misses that free throw. I think the officials missed Ottumwa substituted. They wiped out the first free throw attempt, and Ottumwa shouldn't have been able to substitute either. It doesn't matter. You get the substitution after the first official free throw. Second free throw on the way, good. Schneckloff has 4 in the game. Ottumwa leads it 32-13. 1:25 to go in the third quarter. Roberts trapped up high in the right, double team. And an offensive foul as she knocked over Corum trying to get away. First foul on Lily Roberts, team foul number 7. Bulldogs not going to shoot free throws on a player control foul, but they're in the 1-and-1 now. Chloe across the timeline. Gets it up top to Corum. Back left side to Schneckloff up high. Minute 10 to go. Back up top to Corum. Dribbling right, now back left, lob it left wing to Hugan. Kennedy dribbles free throw line, goes right wing to Corum. 3 on the way, off the rim, no. Weak side rebound to Schneckloth, shot blocked. Ransom gets the loose ball outside the lane left side. Gets it up top to Guest and will try a 3. Too strong. Rebound out to Hugan. Her put back off the glass and good. Kennedy Hugan has her first bucket. 34-13. Second chance opportunity paying off that time. Rachel Smith across the timeline right side. Takes it all the way down to the corner. Cut off. Where to go with it. Now Yunkin comes and rescues it at the wing. Had it knocked out of her hands though, and Corum's got a steal. Corum into the front court. 23 seconds to go. Lobs it up ahead to Ransom in the lane. Off the glass right hand and good. Addison Ransom has her first field goal. 4 points in the game. 36-13. Down to 10 seconds. Smith across the timeline. High on the right side to Roberts. Roberts attacking baseline. Cut off. 5 seconds. Brings it back out. Her coach giving her a count. Ball lobbed left side. And Newman a 3 at the buzzer. No good. 36-13. Back in 1 minute on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
It's time to experience something new. Like new tech, new options, and new performance upgrades. Polaris gives you the fastest engaging all-wheel drive. The only GPS that lets you plan, track, and share. Ultra bright LED lights. And exclusive work features you can't get anywhere else. Polaris, think outside.
Stop into Slayton Polaris, located 8 miles south and west of Pulaski.
In Searcy, Arkansas, a young man says I love you for the first time, but his girlfriend doesn't quite hear. In Franklin, Tennessee, a boy encounters his first pickle. And in Kyle, Texas, after a mission for tots, cousins realize they're a long way from Kyle, Texas. One day, many people, millions of orders. This is Howie Sonic.
You're watching Bulldog basketball on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
Start of the fourth quarter, Ottumwa in control in our girls game, leading Marshalltown 36-13. Bobcats have the ball. Not for long as Olivia Corum seals the pass from Newman. Corum trying to dribble in right side, kick it back in the wing to Hugan. Try to throw underneath to Zoe Jones, but flying in from behind to steal it, Lily Roberts for the Bobcats. Roberts attacking left side. Corum trying to defend, and a reach-in foul on the floor called on Addison Ransom. Her first, only the second of the half on Ottumwa. Roberts to throw the inbounds pass. Underneath to Smith, and her shot was blocked, but they call a foul on Ottumwa. Is that on Guest or Ransom? It's on Ransom, and quickly her second. Bulldogs fell asleep on the inbounds play for the second time tonight. They gave up a layup on that play to Rachel Smith in the first half. Smith shooting free throws here. First one good. Smith had only been 6 or 12 from the line coming in, but she hits that one. 36-14. Bulldog basketball brought to you by Ottumwa Regional Health Center, where your health and safety is our #1 priority. Second free throw no good, and the rebound volleyball over to Ann Guest. Zoe Jones across the timeline, throws it right side for Hugan. Underneath to Ransom, turnaround, shot blocked, but a foul called on Marshalltown. Sophie Yunkin gets her second, team foul number 8. Ransom will shoot 2. Addison is 2 for 4 from the line tonight. Ottumwa went 3 for 6 from the line in the third quarter. That was an improvement on 3 for 15 in the first half. First free throw here is good for Ransom. Sarah Huffman coming back in for Marshalltown. She's checking back in with 4 fouls. One more free throw for Ransom. 7:31 to go in the game. It's up and good. First time Ottumwa's made 2 for 2 at the line tonight. 38-14. Smith across the timeline, picked up her dribble, drug the pivot foot, and trapped. Good pressure by Hugan that time. Ottumwa's been setting that trap near midcourt, and it keeps paying off. Lemon, Steckloth, and Mellon all check back in for OHS. Marshalltown a little bit of pressure on the inbounds. Lob into Mellon in the front court, high on the right side. Good pass by Zoe Jones. Mellon to the right wing, gets it up top to Lemons. Underneath to Guest, backing down, turn around, shot, I guess, blocked out of bounds. That didn't look anything like a block. It looked like a lot of contact, but no foul called. Ottumwa keeps the ball, 7:15 to go. Mellon into the left corner to Schneckloff. Goes to the wing. Lob it underneath, ball deflected and taken away by Marshalltown. That pass really wasn't open. Huffman racing into the front court for the Bobcats on the right side. Double team comes, a lob to the left side for Roberts. Down to the corner, oh, and a miscommunication. Newman was cutting to the basket. Roberts threw it behind her and out of bounds. Marshalltown trying to set up some pressure here. The inbounds does go to Schneckloff. The left side for Mellon. Mellon shadowed by Smith. Gets across the timeline, avoids the reach in, top of the key. And a lob down low for Ann Guest, backing down on Yunkin. Back out to Mellon. Mellon dribbles into the lane, runner with the left hand, off the rim, no good. Rebound deflected out, loose ball picked up by Huffman. Now Roberts right side attacks, and a reach-in foul called on Josie Lemons, trying to take it away. Lemons with her second, team foul number 4 on the Dogs. Kaylin Smith back in for Marshalltown. She's playing with 4 fouls, as is Huffman. Yunkin will check out for the Cats. 6:25 to go. Roberts gets it left side, along 2 on the way by Kaylin Smith, no good, and the rebound to Lemons. Now Mellon with the ball, brings it across the timeline. Hands off to Schneckloff high on the left side. Chloe around to pick right side. Bounce in the corner, Zoe Jones. 3 on the way. Off the backboard, no good. And the rebound to Kaylin Smith. Give it to Rachel Smith. Pass across the timeline. Jones steps in, steals it. One-on-one with Rachel Smith. Takes it down, lay it up, whistle, and a blocking foul. Zoe Jones will shoot 2. Boy, Ottumwa's gotten in so many passing lanes tonight. Rachel Smith gets her 4th foul, team foul number 9. But a 2-shot foul, and that means Ottumwa won't even shoot a 1-on-1 here in the second half. Jones at the line 0 for 4 tonight. First one here, no good. Still 38-14 Bulldogs. 5:57 to go. Second free throw on the way, good. Zoe has 8 points, 39-14. Huffman across the timeline on the right side, bounce up top to Smith, dribbles to the right wing, poked out of her hands from behind, and they call a foul on Isabel Mellon. Second one on Mellon, team foul number 5 on the Dogs. Bobcats inbounding from the far side. Roberts got it up top, bobbled but recovered by Newman, and a bump by Ottumwa brings another whistle. Zoe Jones with her second, team foul number 6. Roberts again inbounding from the far side, gets it to Smith on the wing, and her pass to the free throw line stolen by Schneckloff. Chloe into the front court, left wing for Mellon. Mellon brings it up top, bounces it top of the key. Lemons will try a 3, count it! Josie Lemons with the 3 on senior night. 42-14 Bulldogs. 5:25 to go. Josie had been 0 for 3 on the season from 3-point range. She gets her first. Left wing, Newman will try to answer with a 3. Off the iron, no good. Rebound deflected out of bounds. It'll stay with Marshalltown. Sophie Yunkin back in for the Bobcats, replacing Rachel Smith. Roberts to inbound from the baseline near the corner. Gets it to Newman. Nearly lost it. Zoe Jones trying for the steal. Deflected in the backcourt. Newman got it back and gets it back across the timeline to Roberts. Roberts now between the circles at the volleyball line. Left side to Huffman. Huffman a little shimmy shake to no avail. Right side to Newman. Baseline drive by Newman, and a blocking foul called on Josie Lemons there. That didn't look like much. It looked like Newman bounced it off her own leg and out of bounds. Lemons gets her 3rd. It's team foul number 7. Newman at the line, 3 of 6 from the free throw line on the season. The 1-and-1 front end is good. 42-15. Marshalltown only has 3 field goals this entire game. Second free throw doesn't draw iron, and it'll go back to Ottumwa. Rachel Smith hit a 3 and a 2 in the first quarter. Newman hit a 2-point bucket in the third quarter. All the other points for Marshalltown are free throws. Bulldogs up 42-15. And Guest has it up top, left side to Mellon, I was going to say Schneckloff. Now back up top to Zoe Jones. Jones driving down the lane, split defenders, lost the ball, picked up by Huffman. Got it to Newman, she races into the front court, right side. Double team, picked up the dribble, and Mellon just came and took it away from her. Isabel Mellon with a steal. Brings it back across the timeline. Crosses over to the left, now gets it top of the key to Lemons. Shot fake and a drive, a lot of contact in there, and finally the whistle and the foul. Team foul number 10, so Ottumwa was shooting 2 no matter what. Who was the foul off? Zayla Newman gets her first. Newman's at the line, 0 for 3 on the night. First one here is good. Rachel Smith will check back in for the Bobcats, replacing Newman. One more free throw here for Josie Lemons. Puts it up. Back iron, no. Long rebound out to Huffman. 43-15, 4:12 to go. Smith across the timeline, trapped right at midcourt. Ball went through the hands of Huffman. Mellon grabbed the ball on her knees and slid, and is called for traveling. And if they hadn't called traveling, I think she ended up with one leg out of bounds. Good hustle, though. Marshalltown inbounding at midcourt on the far side. Smith across the timeline throws a pass to Yunkin, trying to drive down the lane, and she got fouled. It'll be a 1-and-1 for Marshalltown. Zoe Jones gets her third foul. Team foul number 8 on the Bulldogs. Yunkin at the line, 2 for 3. First free throw here is up and good. She'll earn the bonus. One more free throw coming for Sophie Yunkin. Puts it up. Off the back iron, no, and the rebound run down by Zoe Jones. 43-16, Steckloff back across the timeline. Takes it right to left, guarded by Roberts. Now gets it to Mellon high on the left side, up top to Lemons. And Josie got called for a travel. Looked a little off balance there. I still think that's a too quick whistle, but Marshalltown gets it back. To the right side is Smith, up top to Huffman, behind the volleyball line. Right side now to Roberts. Long 3 on the way, got it. Lily Roberts, her first field goal. She's got 7 in the game, 43-19. Marshalltown just a point under its average now. Schneckloff trying to get away from Roberts on the left. Hands off to Zoe Jones. Jones back up top on a curl. Pass deflected and run down near midcourt in the corner by Isabel Mellon. Mellon top of the key, down the lane. Runner, blocked, but a foul, and that'll be it for Kaylin Smith. Mellon shooting 2, and Kaylin Smith will foul out. She did not score on the night and fouls out at the 2:59 mark. Replaced by Melena Cameron. Mellon at the line, 1 for 2 on the season. Hasn't been there very often. First one here, good. 6 points now for Isabel Mellon, 44-19, I think. Second free throw, good. Rattles home. Should be 45-19. And in the backcourt, Schneckloff deflected a pass. The official nearest the play didn't blow the whistle. Then the official way over on the other side of the floor called it a kick. 2:52 to go. Marshalltown inbounding just past the Ottumwa bench. Comes into Rachel Smith across the timeline now, over to the right side. Lob to the corner for Roberts. Baseline drive, got to the rim, missed the shot. Yonkin got the rebound and got fouled from behind by Lemons. Josie didn't have a foul in the first half. She now has 4 in the game. It's team foul number 9 on Ottumwa. Yonkin back at the line where she is 3 of 5. Run into the 1-and-1 this time. Back iron, back iron, back iron, no good. And the rebound to Zoe Jones. It hit it 3 times. Zoe into the front court, right side, 2:35 to go. To Schneckloff, up top to Lemons. Josie trying to spin down the lane, now kicking in the corner. Zoe Jones for a 3, in and out, no good. Guest gets the rebound and gets it back up top to Schneckloff. To the right side, Mellon. Back down underneath for Guest. Turn around in the lane, right hand off the glass and good for Ann Guest. 9 points in the game for Guest, 47-19. Bulldogs, a lot of players in the scoring column tonight. Huffman gets across the timeline, left side to Roberts. Roberts attacks in the lane. And another reach in, that's on Josie Lemons. She'll foul out. And that is number 5. Fouls out at the 1:58 mark. She'll end her night with 6 points. Addison Ransom back in for Ottumwa. Team foul number 10, so this will be 2 shots for Lily Roberts, who's 4 for 4 from the line. First one up. Rattles out off the glass and back in. Addison Ransom checking back in for Zoe Jones. Pardon me, Corum is in for Jones. Ransom had just come in. Kennedy Hugan back in for Isabel Mellon. As Ottumwa is now getting a hand for each of its seniors. Ottumwa was not going to be able to get Chloe Bradley in, but now they do. Bradley in for Ann Guest, who gets a hand as she comes out. And A.J. Van Monen in for Chloe Schneckloff. So all of Ottumwa seniors check out after Lemons fouls out. Lemons, Guest, Schneckloff, Jones, and Mellon. Minute 58 to go. One more free throw here is no good for Roberts, and the rebound pulled down by Ransom. Up ahead to Hugan, now left side to Corum and across the timeline. Olivia to the right side, now back left. Knocked out of her hands, loose ball, gets it back. Throws it up top to Hugan. Kennedy to the right side, a handoff to Van Monen. Bad pass, will run down on the sideline. Now AJ poked out of her hands again, gets it back near midcourt. Picked up her dribble up high, but gets it to Chloe Bradley. Bradley into the high post for Ransom, down the lane, layup, counted in the foul. And finally, after all these fouls tonight, Ottumwa finally gets a chance at a 3-point play. Let's see who this one is on. That'll be the 3rd one on Sophie Yonkin. Ransom at the line. 4 for 6 tonight. Free throw up and good. And Ottumwa's got a 30-point lead, 50-20, minute 27 to go. Rachel Smith back across the timeline. To the right side. Shadowed by Corum, hounded by Corum, picked up her dribble, volleyball line, got it to the free throw line to Huffman, and her pass stolen by Hugan. Lob ahead to Van Monen. AJ down the lane, came to a stop, layup good. AJ Van Monen's first bucket of the night. Should be 52-20. Check the final total in the book. Now a steal by Hugan. Hugan trying to stay ahead of Roberts, who pokes it out of her hands and out of bounds. It'll stay with Ottumwa, 52.8 to go. Inbounds comes left corner to Van Monen. Down underneath to Bradley, and her shot blocked with a foul called with 48.6 to go. 52-20, that is the correct score. And 2 free throws here for Chloe Bradley. First one got the roll. For Bradley, that's her first free throw of the season, and it goes down. 53-20. Bulldog basketball brought to you by River Hills Community Health Center. Locations in Ottumwa, Centerville, Oskaloosa, Richland, and Sigourney. They've been growing healthy communities for over 20 years. Visit riverhillshealth.org for updates and more information, or find them on Facebook. Bradley's second free throw good, 54-20. Smith between the circles. Right side, towards the corner, picked up her dribble, and her pass stolen by Corum. Corum, a 2-on-none. Hugan lets her go. Corum missed the layup as Roberts came in late, but the putback, Van Monino. Corum another rebound out to Bradley. 18-foot jumper left side is short. Ransom the rebound, that putback no. Corum the rebound, that putback no. And Yunkin with the rebound. And Marshalltown maintains possession, 16 seconds. Ottumwa will win comfortably tonight, but they've had a lot of misses underneath, and that kind of summed it up. And now a carry is called on Smith as she dribbled it too high. And Ottumwa gets it back, 8.9 seconds to go. Coach Vandenberg says just get across the timeline, let this one run out. Inbound to Van Manen. Down to 5 seconds, over to Hugan. Pass knocked away, Hugan gets it back. Throws it to Corum, and time expires. The final score, Ottumwa 54 and Marshalltown 20. Bulldogs improved to 4-6, Marshalltown 1-11. We'll take 3 minutes, come back and get you some happy totals on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
It's time to experience something new. Like new tech, new options, and new performance upgrades. Polaris gives you the fastest engaging all-wheel drive. The only GPS that lets you plan, track, and share. Ultra bright LED lights. And exclusive work features you can't get anywhere else. Polaris, think outside.
Stop into Slayton Polaris, located 8 miles south and west of Pulaski.
At Community First Credit Union, we see how important it is to be the kind of financial partner you can depend on, no matter what. We see that you have plans, goals, hopes, and dreams. We see you need banking tools that are real-time and bankers that are real people. At See First, we see all of these things because at See First, we see you.
Engage, educate, and empower every student every day. Ottumwa School. Building relationships and foundations for success. Helping every student to achieve their best. Engage, educate, and empower every student every day. Ottumwa Schools.
It's time to choose the credit union with a new perspective. At Meridian Credit Union, we don't just see member profiles. We see people. People with goals. People who want to save more. People that we can help. That's why we offer financial services convenient to you. Great loan rates, online banking with bill pay, mobile banking, and credit cards. Join the many satisfied Meridian members today. See how our perspective can help you.
Meridian Credit Union, where it feels like home.
I'm Mark Frymoyer, owner of Champion Bowl. Winter got you feeling cooped up? Break out and come to Champion Bowl. We have a full bar and a great menu. Hang out in the lounge. Let us cook for you. Celebrate birthdays and special events. Call us at 682-8005 to help set up your next big event. We look forward to seeing you at Champion Bowl in Ottumwa, where bowling is fun. Open every day at 10 and at noon on Sunday. Follow us on Facebook for specials and events.
It's time to choose the credit union with a new perspective. At Meridian Credit Union, we don't just see member profiles. We see people. People with goals. People who want to save more. People that we can help. That's why we offer financial services convenient to you. Great loan rates, online banking with bill pay, mobile banking, and credit cards. Join the many satisfied Meridian members today. See how our perspective can help you.
Meridian Credit Union, where it feels like home.
You're watching Bulldog Basketball on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
Ottumwa High basketball on KBIZ. Our girls game in the books tonight. And the girls, as expected, pull away to beat Marshalltown by a final of 54-20. 9 different Bulldogs scored in this game. And they were led by both Addison Ransom and Ann Guest. Each of those 2 post players, I should say, had 9 points. Zoe Jones had 8 points for Ottumwa. Isabel Mellon had 7. 6 points for Josie Lemons. 5 points for Olivia Coram. 4 for Chloe Schneckloff. 2 points for AJ Van Manen, and 2 points for Chloe Bradley. For Marshalltown, Lily Roberts had 8 points. Rachel Smith had 6. Zaila Newman had 3, and Sophie Yunkin had 3. Free throws in the game, Marshalltown 10 of 16. Ottumwa, remember, they were 3 of 15 in the first half from the line. Second half, much better, 12 of 17. They still finished under 50% overall, 15 of 32, but a big improvement from the free throw line in that second half. So the Bulldogs are now 4-6 on the season. Marshalltown now 1-11. I've got a good feeling we'll get to talk to Bulldog head coach Joe Vandenberg before we're ready for the boys game tonight. We'll see when he is able to make it up here to our broadcast position. Right now, though, we'll take a 3-minute timeout, come back and start breaking down the boys game between Ottumwa and Marshalltown. That comes your way next on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
Coal Palace Cafe and Books invites you to stop in and try their real, not fast, fresh, never frozen, made in-house menu, which is sure to satisfy